Breaking news tonight as we begin KIRO 7 Eyewitness News at 11. New information coming in as Western Washington recovers from the biggest earthquake we've seen in half a century.
Hundreds of people injured, dozens of buildings damaged, and the totals just keep going up. Our live, in-depth earthquake coverage takes you all across Western Washington.
We begin with Brian Wood. The first reporter on the air after the quake is still tonight uncovering more trouble. Brian.
Steve, Susan, even 12 hours after it hit, it is not over. Take a look at this mess here at this building. This is in south of downtown Seattle Chocolates. It's a scene repeated all over our area tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Parts of the ceiling came crashing down on this high-tech conference at the Westin Hotel.
I've never been through anything like this before.
We were all scrambling for places that we could duck and cover because we always taught the kids to do.
The 6.8 shaker cracked buildings, shattered glass, and sent debris cascading onto streets and sidewalks.
Road started, like a big wave. Buildings started going back and forth. Glass was dropping out of the way. And
south of downtown Seattle, where old buildings rest on shaky landfill, walls of brick crushed cars below.
A little scary. I had a couple of people hanging on me who were saying, oh my God, as the building kind of peeled away.
In Olympia, very near the epicenter, the state capitol building cracked. Chandeliers swayed and people inside ran for their lives.
Terrifying. Everything's falling. People are running and screaming and hollering. It was terrifying.
Emergency crews scrambled to help those hurt, but just calling for help was hard as phone lines were down or systems overwhelmed. More than 200,000 people lost power for a time. Some water and sewer lines were affected as well. In this case, the earth moved right onto homes along Puget Sound. Roads cracked and bridges buckled. Many of them will remain closed through tomorrow morning's commute and beyond. Most schools in Western Washington evacuated students outside. Some districts will remain closed tomorrow. SeaTac Airport is still limping on only half service tonight after it was closed to flights for several hours today. And Boeing Field is so badly cracked, it remains closed to bigger planes even now. And while the damage is bad in many areas, scientists say because the quake was so deep, 30 miles below the Earth, the impact was minimized and aftershocks unlikely. Little consolation, though, to those who may have trouble getting to sleep tonight. Clearly, there is still a lot of damage to clean up, and some buildings are so badly damaged, like this one, it probably won't reopen tomorrow. And don't forget the buildings and the bridges. Many of them are closed, and that could affect your commute. We'll have more on that coming up. Reporting live in downtown Seattle, Brian Wood, KIRO 7 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Brian. Now, the earthquake came from deep below the epicenter between Tacoma and Olympia. And the experts say, depending upon where you were, it lasted between 20 and 40 seconds. But, of course, to most of us, it seemed much longer. KIRO 7 Eyewitness News South Sound Bureau Chief Richard Thompson has the worst of the damage in Olympia, where there is plenty of it to report.
Well, we're here at the state capitol campus, and of course behind us is the legislative building. It's going to be closed indefinitely because of damage, and the people who were inside when this earthquake hit tell us it was terrifying.
Inside the Capitol Dome, as the quake hit, people ran to escape the building in a chaotic rush.
People were running down the hallways. I could hear people screaming downstairs, "Are you okay? Get out of the building." Obviously, a lot of panic.
As chandeliers swung and columns crumbled inside the legislative building, across the street in the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice was meeting with Mongolian dignitaries. After the quake hit, they huddled under a doorway for safety.
Doorway is the best.
They watched as others fled the Supreme Court, finally fleeing themselves. And in downtown Olympia tonight, they are still discovering new damage. This bank building had several walls reduced to rubble, and a car was destroyed by falling debris. Fortunately, no one here was killed.
God was watching over us.
The damage in downtown Olympia was widespread. An entire wall and elevator shafts collapsed inside an apartment building. Huge chunks of concrete also fell from a sporting goods store. Down the road, the ground gave way at a car dealership, leaving several vehicles damaged. And the 4th Street Bridge connecting downtown to West Olympia is shut down indefinitely because of fears it may be seriously damaged.
It was quite an experience, to say the least.
And I was watching the legislative building, and I thought it was going to crumble.
But some of the most significant damage is at the Capitol building, where huge cracks can be seen and serious damage is feared. Those who were inside when the quake hit say they are very thankful to be alive.
Terrifying. Terrifying. Everything's falling. People are running and screaming and hollering. It was terrifying.
And of course, the state legislative building is just one of 20 state buildings and offices here in the Olympia area that are going to be closed indefinitely as damage assessments are being done. What that means is about 10,000 state workers are really going to have nowhere to go to work tomorrow. For now, reporting live in Olympia, I'm South Sound Bureau Chief Richard Thompson, KIRO 7 Eyewitness News.
Thanks, Richard. Let's stay in the South Sound. Now, the town of Lacey was about as close to the center of this quake as you could get. And look at the mess it made at this Mega Foods grocery store. Food literally flew off the shelves and crashed into the aisles. Employees worked late tonight cleaning up, stocking up, and talking up the terror of the moment.
It was very scary, very strong, very powerful. The whole building was moving, shaking back and forth, ceiling tiles falling. We just rushed out as soon as we could, grabbing customers and pushing them out the door.
Also damaged was the main road connecting Lacey with Olympia. Part of Martin Way slid into nearby wetlands, forcing officials to close it.
The violent ground motion also tore away a huge section of the northbound lanes of Highway 101. This was the scene just west of Olympia. A sinkhole opened up and swallowed the roadway, sending it, along with tons of other debris, down onto another road below. The road remains closed tonight.
And a landslide caused a rush of troubles in Maple Valley as well. KIRO 7 Eyewitness News reporter Kevin McCarty is live along the Cedar River, where flooding threatened to compound the earthquake damage. Kevin?
Steve, after the quake, residents along the Cedar River were told to get away from the riverside, even move back from it if their houses were along there, because there was real concern about a dam break upriver from here. But what residents saw was the river level going down. That's because a landslide had come across the river and was blocking the river flow. That landslide smashed into homes, sending residents running for their lives.
We've lived here 47 years, and I've never seen anything like this.
Seconds after the shaking stopped, a section of hillside fell on homes along the Cedar River. In an instant, a wall of mud and debris smashed into homes and cars, sending Reba Charbonneau running for her life.
I just missed it. Just
barely missed you.
Just barely, yeah. It just about, if I'd have been 2 minutes longer, it would have hit me.
The wall of mud slammed into Charbonneau's garage, sending her son's van and 7-ton truck sailing in the mud flow. The garage was pushed right off its foundation.
This was the outer edge of our garage, and this is the foundation wall, and it's about 2 feet shoved over. Shows you the force of something like this, a mud flow, that can move a building that weighs many tons just in an instant.
Patrick's neighbors were less fortunate. Their home was smashed by the landslide, the entire house broken, walls snapped, a car left buried by the mud. Another neighbor had to be rescued when she became trapped by the slide.
And we took a machete and cut into her, in through the blackberry bushes up to her house. She was okay, but we're worried about more mudslides because there was one on each side of her house.
The mud clogged a portion of the... Now, tonight we don't know how badly those homes are damaged. We know that one is a total loss. Another is very badly damaged. The residents can't return to their homes till they've been inspected for safety. They'll have to, they won't realize or won't know the full extent of the damage until sometime tomorrow. Reporting live along the Cedar River, Kevin McCarty, KIRO 7 Eyewitness News.
And take a look at what we discovered tonight inside the King County Courthouse when County Exec Ron Sims took us inside one of the first buildings to be closed after the quake.
Well, this is a courtroom, and if they were in there, we would have adjourned the court. These are jury boxes, and if people were sitting here, I think they would have been rather surprised to see the hallway behind them. But again,
and we're told this was not a support wall and that there is no major structural damage to the courthouse.